Hey guys, what's up? I'm Slim and you're watching Slimothy TV. In this video, I have a super cool one for you guys. We're gonna be taking a look at Tempest's brand new and improved TempestOne weather system. Now, as you guys know, we previously reviewed the Tempest weather station a couple years ago, and it turned out to be one of our absolute favorite weather stations that we have reviewed on this channel. As you guys know, we've reviewed quite a few. In fact, our old weather station is still up and running, and we're going to be doing a little comparison later in this video. This is going to be a comprehensive review of this brand new one with a little bit of comparison to our old one. Now, at the end of this video, if you want to go watch our old video, you can. I'll have it linked down below. But I highly recommend you check this one out first because this is the new hardware that you can receive from Tempest. Now, for this portion of the video, we're just going to talk about the unboxing. Now, first off, the actual boxes themselves that this came in were top notch. They were super easy to unbox. Everything was neatly organized. It was a 10 out of 10 unboxing experience. For someone that might be a little bit intimidated by, a DIY setup, this makes it incredibly easy. Setting one of these up literally does take 5 minutes. I know some companies, they'll say 5 minutes, but it's actually closer to 30. This is not the case. This is a 5-minute setup through and through. I haven't set this one up yet, but these mounting pieces are the exact same as the old model, and this model actually looks very similar to the other one. I believe they upgraded the actual plastic material, but I'm gonna go through all the specs of that later in the video once we get this set up. Now, if you have one of the older units, the first thing you're gonna notice here is that the hub is completely revamped. This looks so much better than the old one. You guys can see it's got an antenna and it's got Ethernet now. It's got BLE, Wi-Fi, and a status light. You also have USB-C right here, and here's your Ethernet port. On the back, you can mount this. So previously with the other one, there were less options for mounting. This one looks like it can go pretty much anywhere. It looks so much more rugged, and it just looks like a better product. I did not think that they were going to improve on the hub, but it looks like they did. Then you also get a little carrying case here for the power plug that goes with the hub. And of course it is USB-C, and it is Tempest branded right there. And here are the specs if you are curious. And in case you guys lose your little slip here, I'm gonna put this on the screen so you guys can screenshot that if you need it, or just come back to this video. And of course, if you want to pole mount your Tempest weather station, it comes with that as well. And you can see this on screws. You hook it up, and then you've got a little level right there, which is perfect. It comes with pretty much everything you need. Now, the way I like to do this is I screw this directly onto my deck, and this just pops onto the bottom, just like this, snaps into place, and there it is. And of course, later in the video, I will show you these side by side. A lot of people ask me, hey, after 2 to 3 years, how do these actually hold up in real world use? I have had mine outside since the day that we put up our video back, I think it was April of 2023, if I'm not mistaken. So we are coming up on 3 years on the original Tempest, which is outside still right now. And I have not had a single issue with that unit. It's just set and forget. Everything works flawlessly on it. But enough talking, I'm gonna go ahead and set all of this stuff up, and we will be right back in this video with a full comprehensive review. And I'll let you guys know if there's any differences within the app as well. One thing I get asked from time to time is, does my promo code still work on Tempest website if you wanna buy one of these? The answer is yes. You can either use the code SLIM at checkout, or just click the link below and it will automatically apply it for you. Now, I've seen other reviewers and other influencers, they have a promo code. Most of theirs I see is 5 or 8% off. My code is 10% off. So if you are in the market for one of these, and if you like what you see here, go ahead and use that link and get yourself 10% off, because these aren't super expensive, but they're not cheap either. 10% definitely goes a long way, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's go ahead and set everything up. I will edit in that full review right now to this video. See you in a second. All right, guys, we are back, and it has been about 3 months since we first set up the brand new Tempest weather station for 2026. And of course, we had this placed within a few feet of our first Tempest weather station, which has been going for almost 3 years now. So that would be Home. Home 2 is the new one. Home, this one has been up since April of 2023. And Home 2, this is the new one. This one has been up now for 3 months. The main thing I wanted to test with this was, number 1, has any of the durability changed for better or for worse? 2, has the accuracy improved for better or for worse? And 3, is the accuracy between these two units close or not, especially after 3 years, So we're gonna talk through all of that here in just a moment. But first, I kind of want to show you guys a quick video that I shot, some B-roll of both of these devices. So this first one you're seeing here, this is the older unit. This one was set up in April of 2023. And this new one here, like I said, it's been up for 3 months. So from mid-February to, well, it's mid-May now. You guys can see kind of how it looks, the condition it's in. You guys can see I mount them just like this every single time. This is the easiest way to mount. This is the easiest mounting weather station that I have ever set up. And you can see at the bottom of the old one, you see that yellow on the bottom? That's actually from a coating I put on the deck, and I just was too lazy to unscrew that piece, so I just kind of went around it. So that is no fault of the device itself. You do see a little grime around the top there. I think it's moss or just some sort of overgrowth of algae, or I don't know. It's something, but it doesn't affect anything. So I've had 0 issues with accuracy on the old one. You guys can see how clean that new one looks. They did mention that this new one here has an upgraded plastic, so it shouldn't yellow as much, shouldn't have as many issues, but it's basically upgraded for 2026. So that is definitely a huge plus. Although, like I said, I have not had any issues with the old unit. It's been 3 years and it's been out every single day, every single type of weather. We got snow here, we got insane heat here, insane cold, we got wind, we got rain, we got everything here, and this thing has been a champ. And I have nothing but good things to say about the hardware and the software here. When people ask me which weather station they should look into, this is my top recommendation just right off the bat because it's the easiest. This one just works. Literally takes 5 minutes to set up and then you're good to go. All you have to do is open up your app on your phone. Real quick, before we go further with the app, I do want to put this graphic on the screen here. This is from their official website, and I want to talk to you about these sensors that are actually on this device because it is insane. If you compare this to any other weather station out there, this one almost definitely has more sensors built into it out of the box that you guys do not have to pay extra for, right? There's a lot on the market where you buy the base unit, but oh, you want the lightning sensor. Well, that's another $40. So with this one, everything comes included. So you guys can see at the very top, you've got the light sensor that does ambient light, UV index, and solar radiation. That is all displayed in the app, which we will show you guys shortly. It also houses the haptic rain sensor, which tells you the rain onset. So I'll get a push notification that says rain is starting, and it will tag the duration, intensity, and accumulation. So you'll be able to see that. You guys can see right here on my phone, 0.71 inches today. Let's go ahead and see how much is on the other one. That one said 0.72. Within 0.01 inches is pretty crazy. But back to this quick diagram here, pressure sensor. So it can sense the pressure of the station as well as sea level pressure. Now the temperature sensor, the humidity sensor, and the pressure sensor are all shielded by an integrated radiation shield, as you guys can see there. Very standard, but it does actually work because I have other devices that are in the vicinity of this, let's just say. They don't have that shield and they are wildly wrong, like completely wrong with the temperature. It will be 70 degrees out and it will say it's 97. Tempest is always accurate on the temperature, so I have no issues with that. In fact, I trust this way more than my local weatherman because this one is local to my house. And sometimes the weatherman or other weather app, they've been off by up to 7 to 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Like that's crazy. So having one of these is a game changer because you can actually get the true temperature outside. The difference between 65 and 75 could be the difference between long pants and shorts, depending on the season. So these things actually matter. One of my favorite things is the lightning sensor. It's built into this device and it can pick up lightning strikes from 25-ish miles away. That's pretty much the max. That's really cool. And it's very quick. Like sometimes I will see the lightning and I will get the alert within like a second. So I know it's working very efficiently. Oh, I can't believe I didn't mention this yet. This thing is fully solar powered. So no batteries or anything to change. You just set it outside and it does its thing. It modulates what it needs to do. It has a wireless connection built in that goes to that hub that I showed you guys at the beginning. It has a great range. I've never had an issue with that. I've had it mounted on the far side of my house, which is pretty far away. Never had an issue with that. And simple mounting, if you want the pole or the flat base, I like the flat base because I like to put this on my deck. Oh, and you know what? I think I skipped the sonic wind sensor. That thing is awesome too. It's that little gap in between at the top. Wind goes right over that area. It updates the direction and the speed every 3 seconds when it has full battery. But now let's dive right into the application. This is probably what you guys want to see. So when you open it up, if you have multiple stations, you guys can easily switch them up here. If you have other locations, because you can plug in locations here, you guys can go ahead and click on that if you want, see what Nassau's like right now. But let's go back to home 2 and we can see it's 65, 96% humidity. Let's see what home 1 says, 65, 92% humidity. The millibars, 1022, let's check this one, 1019, so that's pretty close. And then the wind, north-northwest at 2, so that might not be super accurate. Yeah, because it's so low, the wind just kind of changes. And the place where these are actually mounted is not the best for wind. I prioritize temperature and other readings. I don't really care about the wind as much. 0 UV on this one and 0 on this one. And then like I said, the rain, 0.72, and this one, 0.71. So very close. Now, this does have an awesome map, which I'm going to show you guys. If there is rain in your area, it'll actually pop up in the middle here. I turned it off, obviously, so I don't dox myself, but I will pull it up right here. Let me just do that, and let me zoom out, go to somewhere that I am not at right now. Like, how about Fort Myers, Florida? I am not down there right now, but this is what it looks like, and it looks like it is pretty active down there. So if I play this, you guys will see this is the radar that Tempest has built in. It's pretty good. It's not bad at all. You can hit the settings cog and change the map settings, but I am pretty pleased with this. I don't use it all the time, but it is nice to just jump in there and take a look. Now down here, you guys can see this is scrollable, and this tells me the next few hours, 12 hours to be exact, and what it expects to happen. So basically all of this data you're seeing here is what my specific weather station thinks is going to happen based on the data that it has. So that's really cool. I can give you the wind, and then here are multiple days. I can go up and, you know, look through those. I personally, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't use this. I use a different app. This is not always the best future forecast, simply because, like I said, it's coming just from my station. It doesn't necessarily have all of the other data that is needed to tell me what's going on in the future. But this is great for what's happening right now. And that's usually what I actually care about. I care about how sunny is it? What's the UV index at my location? What's the temperature at my location? And something that's really cool, I can go to history. This is possibly my second favorite feature of this entire application. First favorite is just this screen right here. This is what I use all the time. I glance at this. This is a game changer. I also use the widget on my home screen just so I can take a glance. But history is awesome. This thing is really cool. So what this does is every single thing that this thing detects, it is storing it, and I am able to go back to all time here if I want and see what was the lowest air temperature, what was the highest, what was, you know, the lowest humidity, the highest, you know, et cetera, et cetera. Now this is all time for this device, which is only about 3 months. But you guys can see there's a lot of lightning strikes. We've got, what do we got here? A lot of rain, 15 inches. The UV index was 9 not too long ago, so gotta watch out for that. But if I switch this to, let's say, home, which is my other device, you guys can see there's a lot more data here. Look at that, negative 2.9 and 98. We also have 179,000 lightning strikes collected. This is all time, by the way. 132 inches of rain, crazy UV index. I don't think that's 100% right, but I don't know. Because I think that was the day I set this up, so maybe it was some sort of temporary glitch. But it is interesting to see. Now you can go by year, you can go by month, you can go by week, and then you can select different weeks, by the way, or you can just go by day. So now we're back to the main new Tempest, and I'm gonna go ahead and just click up here. And right through here, you guys can see the current temperature, dew point, and humidity percentage. You can see what the pressure is. Right now it's steady. You can see the last lightning strike, the wind, the rain, the UV index, which is, again, very helpful to know what that is at your actual location, not just what the weather app says that could be 20 miles from your house. But what I love, you got dew point, station pressure, rain duration, and then down here, you got advanced stats. This is stuff that most other apps do not have. You got the wet bulb temperature, which is very important if you are in especially a tropical climate. Wet bulb globe temperature. You also have delta T and air density. If you don't understand what those are, I highly recommend looking them up and getting a little understanding of what they are, because they are very helpful. But let's go ahead and click on settings. Now in here, you have a few options. You got your account management, station. So I can click on these and I can either turn public data on or off if you want this to be on the Tempest map. If you want to share your data, you can do that through here. You can also check out the smart home integrations. If you do that, Siri shortcuts, temperature, I've got it in Fahrenheit. You guys can see how I have mine set up. Now alerts, like I said, rain start, it'll tell me when the rain is starting, lightning, status, and quality control. I don't think I've ever had a quality control notification, but I have that on just in case. Always on mode is off, but if you wanted to use this as like on an iPad or something that's just always on, so it's always showing everything, you can do that. We can change the theme to system, light or dark. I like dark. Forecast, that's where you can show that map. I have mine set to never right now while I'm filming, but otherwise I like to leave it always on, just so I have that option. Full screen mode here, you got basic and standard, but you guys can see when I hit standard, it says it's only available on tablets. Again, for if you had some sort of iPad and you wanted to have that always on. Then you got a few more bits of information down here, but nothing crazy. Let's talk about reliability and price. First off, this thing has been rock solid. Like I said, no issues at all. I can always count on this to be working whenever I need to check it. When the Wi-Fi goes out, you can actually connect to this via Bluetooth. With the new hub, it's got Ethernet, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth as far as I'm aware, which is crazy. So you can have all of those as a redundancy, I guess, but it's nice to have all of those options. I've never had any issues with the hub. I've never had any issues with the device either. So to answer some of the questions that I posed at the beginning of this video, I think the quality is there. I think the accuracy is there and the reliability. I think this goes to show that even the older models are still giving almost identical information to these new ones. So if you have the old one, you do not need to upgrade at all unless you want that new hub, which is really cool. If you want the Ethernet capability, the old one did not have that. Now, if you are looking to pick one of these up, like I said at the beginning of the video, there are other influencers that have a discount code with Tempest, and it's only for 5 to maybe 8% off. I don't know why, but Tempest gave us a 10% off code. So far, that is the absolute best I have seen anyone else offer. Given the price of this Tempest kit, 10% off is actually a decent discount. If you're looking for a no-fuss solution for your weather system and you you want to put it up in 5 minutes and just forget about it and let it do its thing, and you can open the app anytime, this is for you. And I think most people probably fit in that group. There are other weather stations that you can tinker more with. They have, displays and screens. This one obviously doesn't. And those definitely have their place, but they are a little bit more complex. We have reviews of them on the channel. You guys can go check them out. I'm not saying they're not good, but this one has been my favorite just because of the ease of use. So anyways, guys, if you want to pick one of these up, I will leave a link down below. Again, big thank you and shout out to Tempest for sending this unit out free for review. Their customer support seems to be top notch. So that is another reason why I always like working with them. And if you seriously are considering picking one of these up, use the link down below and the code. I think the link will automatically apply the code, but you guys definitely want to get that 10% off because it does put a big dent in the price, which is always nice to see at checkout. So anyways, guys, that's all I got. If you liked it, hit it with a big thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.